Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome to another edition of the Toxic Happy Hour, where we are toxic towards scams that delay the adoption of global sound money. I thought I was going to have the pleasure of announcing a puppy exit scam starting even before the show. Unfortunately, I cannot tease him on that now. So here we are, Puppy, another Toxic Happy Hour. Nothing much prepared except maybe a drink. What are you having today?
Yeah, got my standard beer, ready to roll. Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, always a classic. That's the everyday go-to, so why not?
I'm just wondering, maybe we could get them to sponsor the show because you mentioned them pretty much on every single show, which we appreciate. Yeah. Dude, they got to send us some sats for that.
You're in Atlantic Cali, man. You're in California. Go hit them up. They're North Cali, though.
Are they? Okay. Where? No. Where? Somewhere. All right.
Oh, yeah, I got to look that up. But apparently it's near the Sierra Nevada range, if I'm guessing.
Oh, naturally.
Hence the name.
Yeah. All right. So, well, here we are. I heard a lot of talk about. I'm going to help myself today as well. In my, I'm just drinking diet today though. So I'll be good. You know, the old Diet Pepsi. So there's a lot of talk about. Yesterday, I saw about Oracle buying Bitcoin. Yeah. So. Is that any confirmation in that rumor, or we just all like it's just like why is everyone talking about it? Like what's the story?
It's all rumor. Obviously, you get someone like Oracle that would put Bitcoin on their balance sheet. That really opens more floodgates. I mean, I'm just as bullish when you see the small companies do it. But yeah, Oracle, they got to be next. Facebook, they're all going to come, as much as they don't want to, of course, at Facebook. But yeah, they were supposed. They were supposed to release today. If anyone in the chat knows any more, please put it in there because I have not heard anything. But yeah, everyone's expecting Oracle to be next.
And why is that? What is that? Because Larry Ellison is on Tesla's board, or why everyone? If anyone in the chat knows why we're expecting any buy announcements from Oracle, let us know because. We want to know if the contango creates that sat squeeze on a corporate level from Oracle.
Well, I think with Larry Ellison, you sort of rack and stacked who these CEOs are, okay? And you rack and stack them on which ones, I wouldn't say have the biggest balls, but the guys that are more progressive and will try something new. And I think he ranks up there towards the top. So I think that's why people look, I think that's why people look at Oracle. You got to look at who is the CEO of the company as to which company falls next. Yep.
I wonder if Larry Ellison has, how much pull does he have? I know he's the founder and CEO, but Michael Saylor has majority ownership and can call the shots. I don't know how much. Oracle, I'm sure, is diluted a lot to. Institutions and everything,
right?
But anyway, it's a. So we're quite unprepared today, as usual. We're proud of it, and I just want to take that opportunity to say cheers to my buddy Puppy and cheers to the chat. Thanks for coming out. I do have something in mind, though. I want to talk about.
Go for it.
Let me just run through. The chat a little bit to see if we have anything on the cancel. That's funny. First that, and then also afterwards cancel Anders. That's legit. Anyone have any of those news on Oracle that can confirm anything? Oh, okay. Here we got it from Plan Marcus. It was Max Kaiser who said he knew Oracle was going to announce. All right, that's fairly confirmed. So it'll be interesting. I presume it's after market close today. So anyways,
yep.
So You know, we both find the bull run interesting, Puppy, and you know, I spend a lot of time looking at bull runs and the cycles. I think it might have come from me watching the 1987 crash,
Yeah.
where I thought, you know, if you have any chance of working with that, you know, trading that, then you get a better return. I don't know. And then I saw it again in, you know, year 2000, .com crash, 2008, 2007 and 8. Um, but so yeah, so I want to pull out the graph today from TradingView, and just have a look at the bull runs for Bitcoin in 13 and in 17, because you know the thing that goes that is a trademark of these bull runs are they get steeper and steeper. Both, you know, be it Bitcoin bull run or any other asset, that's like a normal thing. What's your thoughts?
Oh, I've seen the composite charts. You have the 2013, 2017, and then they put in the potential 2021 run. And I think right now we're sort of right in between. At the end of the day, I think it outperforms both of them. We've talked about this quite a bit, but look, man, history history rhymes, man. It rhymes. May not repeat, but it rhymes. And but here's the thing: it rhymes until you break to the upside. It rhymes until you break to the upside with Bitcoin. At some point, all the models are destroyed. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Even Plan B's model. Look, all of us expect Plan B's model, his stock to flow, stock S2FX to break. Doesn't really mean that no, they haven't had a valid point and some indication of price development, but you know, sooner or later, a dollar can no longer bear losing that much credibility when Bitcoin gains money market share, and it'll crash, you know, to the upside. I agree with you. So
yeah,
go ahead.
No, the only thing I would add, you know, the strange part was often overlooked is at the end of the day is programmable money, as everyone has always talked about. Okay, we are so removed from being able. We think we can follow this, like you can follow the stock market, which is so easily manipulated. And I was watching an interview today with who was it, Pomp and Jason. I forget his last name. It starts with a C. And you know this. Do you know him? And he's saying,
I mean,
yeah,
they have a company together, right?
No. Oh, I don't think so. I'm sorry. No, not Pomp and Jason. But what was hilarious was this guy was telling him, but the problem is Bitcoin is so manipulated. And I thought Pomp was going to like lose a gasket. He says manipulated. You're talking about a stock market that is up, and I can vouch for this for other investments I've had. You're talking about a stock market that is up 20% on a year that we have a pandemic. You want to talk about something that is manipulated, and you're going to start with Bitcoin? There's absolutely no way. There's no way you can sit there with a straight face and talk about Bitcoin being manipulated.
No, yeah, that's right, because stock market is up, real estate is up, not because the economy is doing terrible, because it is. So it's you know, it's counterintuitive, but because the fiat currency, the dirty fiat currency dollar is being just diluted so fast. You know, every time they do stimulus, and I'm not saying that people in need should not get money, but every time they do, they're killing the currency and they're creating more problems than they're trying to solve. And that creates asset inflation. All right, maybe not in the supermarket because the, you know, average mom and pops don't have more, but it creates asset inflation. So the people with more get even more because an artificially low interest rate pumps asset prices, low mortgage rate pumps real estate prices, and when they kill the currency, people are running to store value in stocks and they get richer. And that's the reason that 40 years ago or 50 years ago, people could afford a university degree. Now it's only for the people who have had those asset pumps. So
you know what the worst part is that also leads us to more division in popular culture, woke culture, cancel culture, whatever you want to call it, is the people that have been responsible with their money, okay, the people that decide to buy a home, lead a conservative lifestyle, and guess what? Oh, by the way, we invested in the stock market. Well, they're the ones that, yes, they're gaining out of this, obviously, because they're on the coattails of everything the Fed is doing by printing. By printing, it's the elite, of course, that will advance. And since you're on the coattails, all of a sudden you're going to be lumped in and called elite, and everything that entails.
called a what?
You're going to will be roped in with someone that is elite because you own property. If everyone owns property, everyone owns stocks. By default, they're going to be going up, man, just because you're following what the trend is. You did your best, but guess what? There's a divide now. What do we have? $1.9 trillion that's thrown into the market. And hell, look, 80% of it, 90% of it, is just going to help anyone with assets. It's true.
Yeah, and that's why, I mean, people think that the central bank is a capitalist institution, but capitalism is free market. If anything, if anything, as I've said, I've been saying this for probably 1.5 years. The central banks are communist. They're socialist. Interest rate is the price of money. The price is decided by a committee, Soviet Union style, and for that reason, a central bank really is a communist institution, if anything, in my opinion. So I'll tell you what, I updated the price chart in another tab from TradingView. Let me slowly bring it in here. So right, let's have a look at this here. What we're seeing here is the Bitcoin price on Bitstamp, and to all the people saying that, not that I even should talk, spend time on it, but saying that, oh, you're not allowed to look at the price of Bitcoin in dollars because we don't care about dollars. No, but it's a benchmark of how far we are in disruption. It's the benchmark of Bitcoiners that went balls deep, how their purchasing power is increasing. So enough said about that. But if we look at the blow off tops here, so there is a bull run in starting back in late 11, going up through 12, and then having that peak end of November 13. And my point is here, I don't know if you can see my my mouse as I'm moving here. So there can be on that graph, there are like ups and downs, but there's a bottom line that is being parabolic. If I can just bring it out again, if you look here, there's like a bottom line that is parabolic. That's my point. Then after the 16 halving, from the bear market capitulation bottom, sometimes in 15, sure, there's some peaks and then corrections, but there's a bottom line of the bull run that is basically parabolic. What's your opinion on that, Puppy? Are you with me on that?
Look, hey, can you bring up that chart again real quick?
Yeah.
Look, man. Look, let's get beyond all the technical shit. I want you to look at the left side of that chart at the bottom. Okay. I want you to look at the top right of that chart. Win, fucking win. I don't care about all this other bullshit, TA. I don't know much about it. All I know is that over 12 years, we have 200% annualized returns, dude. That's 200% annualized over 12 years. Okay, so that peaks and valleys, look, leave that for the traders, man. I don't know about it. I really don't. All I know is if you hold Bitcoin for any 4-year period from its inception, you're doing pretty well right now. And if you can't hold Bitcoin for 4 years, well, fuck off. This isn't for you. It is not for you.
Right. So I agree with you, but I will say, you know, technical analysis is, you know, looking at the 4-year cycle, looking at the bull runs that a lack of supply, a 50% reduction in supply creates. I don't know if you want to call that technical analysis. I think I don't. I will call it fundamentals. It is fundamentals. It is a it's the Bitcoin fundamentals. So I don't care. I love that. So by the way, our scarves are armed, and we're here for the Toxic Happy Hour pump. I noticed when we started the show, we were below 57. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, if the scarves work, man, we'll be pumping to an all-time high, man. Check that out. If it works as advertised.
That's what Jim is calling for. All-time high for THH. It's what we do. We're here to pump our backs shamelessly because we believe in them.
So yeah, you know, and that's the one thing I love. It's the most underrated thing I think from what Preston Pitch talks about, because he got in with understanding, you know, Warren Buffett and value investing. For Greg Zaj, I almost wanted to say Jimmy Buffett, just the way I say Jeff Booth and mess that name up. But I will tell you this. How do you evaluate these companies anymore? These zombie companies. How do you evaluate them with any kind of technical analysis when everything is just getting pumped in there? You can't. It's absolutely ludicrous to think you can evaluate the value of a company right now. Look, it's easy. And, you know, I tell friends, you know, it's funny. I like to stop by the pub on the way home. And the lady today told me, said, hey, guess what? Because she's heard me talk about Bitcoin for 2 years. My daughter just invested in Bitcoin. And I just said, well, I wish you would have listened to me about 2 years ago. You'd be a little bit better off. But everyone comes in when they're ready, man. And they're coming in. They're coming in. So let's go back to, like we're waiting on Oracle news. We're waiting on these big companies. It's I wouldn't say comical, but think of it this way. We're sitting here at an all-time high, and we're talking about companies like MicroStrategy, or new company, CT. We're talking about like mid-level companies. Look, I get it. Tesla put their hat in the ring a little bit. But think of this, man. We're sitting at an all-time high, and no one's even here yet. Nobody is here yet. There's no Apple. There is no Oracle. There is nothing here yet.
I absolutely agree. And that's why also Greg Foss that we had on. And by the way, that show was a runaway success. And probably the first time on Toxic Happy Hour, I could like totally lean back, not worry about questions or anything. Greg Foss threw down like a 2-hour rant full of energy. And it was just such a blast. And that show, which was last week, I think Monday or what, quite the success on the channel with about close to 1,000 views. I think we're 20 short. But you're right. Look, as he said, you know, 40,000, 60,000, 80,000. It's a rounding error in the name of big money. This is nothing. And as you're saying, we're sitting here, and we've been here a little while, so we're excited. But look, the game didn't even start. Like Tesla bought some. It's not their only treasury asset. MicroStrategy went in. No one heard about that. It's a fairly small company in the big scheme of Nasdaq things and Dow Jones. So you're right. This is freaking early. I want to finish the talk about the bull runs because what I wanted to establish before with the graph is that the number go up technology, which means that when price, this is my idea of it that when number goes up, more people are drawn in. So when number goes up faster, more people are drawn in faster, and price accelerates. It's what we've seen historically. So just allow me, for the sake of this argument, so these were the two previous halving bull runs, and now if we go to the current one, allow me to screen. It's a little bit slow when we're streaming and screen sharing here at the same time. Let's just have a look at the current bull run. So we had the halving started, let's see, back here. Can you see my cursor, the mouse?
Yes, of course.
All right. And then over here, MicroStrategy announced approximately end of August they are buying, and then the price, the bull run really started to take effect. And what we're seeing is it is kind of getting steeper. And my point is, you know, if you look at the orange line, that's the bearish line. That's what I'm using as my, you know, expected minimum target. From the time that we really started to move up, and then I put it at the end of September. It means end of third quarter at 300,000. As we are coming from below this, and as we're moving up now around the orange line and starting to move above it, then you know, if history rhymes with bull runs getting steeper, which there is a very simple logic behind that I think anyone can you know, resonate with, then we are going to go above the orange line, and we are going to go to be above 300,000. Now, of course, there's no guarantee that Bitcoin won't, you know, theoretically start going down before that, but that's I think a reasonable expectation. And the other line, the blue line I drew, is just to say, okay, the last two low points, they you know, putting them as two touch points. So the low in January, the low in, I believe, February. That creates the blue line, and if we can, as bull runs get steeper and we go above that, that's actually more than 500,000 Q3. Enough of that. I just wanted to share that with you, Puppy, that, you know, if history rhymes, you know, those are realistic, pessimistic scenarios, in my opinion. Back to you.
Listen, I'm not saying I'm a big fan of Bitcoin, but I'm a big fan of Bitcoin. And before I will ever fix my closet door, I will tear down my house and rebuild with a new closet before I fix this closet door.
Right, because as Bitcoiners, any cash we have lying around, we don't like to spend it on anything but stacking sats, because we feel it's so cheap, right? I mean, we have a 400x potential from here.
It's not cheap, man. I'll reach back real quick, because I know we discussed on other shows, and it's easy for a Michael Saylor that gets to 75 basis points, 0 basis points, whereas President Pish pointed out he could get basically negative points and still take a loan. What I'm thinking of, man, I mean, at this rate, for just your average person, I mean, when we have a 12-year track record of 200% returns, I would never tell someone to take out a loan, but it's almost free money, man. I don't know what else to say, but it's almost free money as you look at the growth and the corporations coming in.
Yeah,
I know we can't do that.
I agree.
We can't do it here. We can't do it here, of course.
No, I agree. Like, we can't tell anyone to do what Michael Saylor has done, taking on fiat debt to buy Bitcoin. I have done it myself personally. I got to be honest, because I felt it's a no-brainer. You know, over time, and as you have previously been telling me, I think you were the one who started telling me about the 210,000 block theory, which basically is any 4-year period, Bitcoin has always been up very, very, very substantial. There's that 4-year cycle when you look at Bitcoin, whether it goes up and down compared to the same place in the cycle 4 years earlier, and Bitcoin's always up like 900% or thousands of percent.
And that's what kills me the most, man. People will put so much into their for 40 years. They will put this money and wait 40 years. They can't be bothered to wait more than 5 days in Bitcoin. Where's my money? 40 years they can wait, no problem, in a legacy system that their grandparents told them this is the way. No, that's the way that you get financially ruined. Okay, if you can't hold it for 5 years, do not buy it. If that's who you are, if you can't hold it 5 years, because I guarantee every 5 years you are up pretty much close to 1,000%. And look, if that touches your sensibilities and you don't like it, I'm sorry.
And let me tell you, when you find, if you choose the worst possible point in the price, then it's up about 1,000%. Any other time you choose, Bitcoin is up several thousand% going back 4 year. Understand the 4-year cycle. Understand there's a halving event, and that drives a bull run. So far, historically, that has given a FOMO blow off top. Then there's been a bear market. I don't think we'll see another bear market. I do think we'll see corrections. That's where you and I probably differ a little bit now. But that's okay. But John, as John M says, all your clauses are destroyed. It's on the screen there.
Oh my god! Yeah. That's always an inside joke for the closet. That's broken, but what? Yeah, how can I be bothered? But I'll ask you this, Anders. I mean, think of this. I mean, we're sitting at near all-time highs. Sit back for a minute and think about this. Everyone else in the chat, think about this. We're at near all-time highs, and we have seen nothing yet of big money. You know, 1.5 billion from Tesla, whatever, man. That is a mere pittance of what they can do. Wait until the rest come charging in. And you're sitting here, and then within 3 years, by the way, oh, guess what? We got another halving. Get ready for that shit. Get ready, because you want to see the money coming in is expanding. What they can buy is getting down to the, I don't know, basically a shot glass. Get ready, because fuck, I don't know where it's going to go, man. I don't know.
You do. It's gonna go up.
Well, it's going up, but I'm saying it's going to break to the upside with some severe violence. Like even now, you know what's funny is a year ago at $4,000, if it went up, remember it used to go up like $100, March of 2020. Oh, $200, everyone got excited. We are doing like $2,000, $5,000 swings right now, and nobody bats an eye. Wait to get to a point where Bitcoin goes up $100,000, drops $100,000, because it's settling in nicely in the millions. It's going to be insane to think about, but hey, here we are.
Yeah, I always said that the time between 1 million and 1.5 million, that may only be like a matter of weeks. Once you reach that escape velocity, things will happen fast, and people will be scrambling, and you won't be able to create an account on a Bitcoin exchange because they're going to be so busy. That's game over. If you don't, as a minimum, create an account now so you can buy Bitcoin. Even if you don't believe in it, because what if a 12-year trend continues? There's no bubbles at 12 years. It's 12 years is you got to wake up and do your own research.
You know what I find fascinating? Do you know why it's taking so long for this money to come in? Because I finally figured this out, why it's taking so long.
Tell me.
They've been taking 5 years to find out how to kill it. They've been taking 5 years to find out how they can kill Bitcoin. And guess what they found out? You can't. You can't.
Right.
They've been waiting, and now like Jamie Dimon, all those bastards. It's so cool to see them have to bend the knee and get in, because guess what? You can't kill it. They thought they could.
Right.
Yeah, Mike is
I
shit.
just was, yeah. So we get it. Yeah. So
Yeah. Okay,
I
I'll
will
get a
toss
new
it.
mic.
No. So I just want to say we all agree, but Pubby and I are putting hours into this without really getting any money. In fact, we're running a deficit because I'm paying to restream for this on a monthly.
There's
But
no
we
money.
don't care.
No,
We don't care. We don't care. But what I will say is we have down below
wait.
a donation
No,
link if anybody wanted to. We
no,
don't ask. We don't need we
no,
don't need the donations, but if somebody insists on
no.
buying,
Bullshit. Listen, hey, what earbuds do you look, man? What earbuds do you use? I don't know. Okay,
no, I just use a what? Oh, you just want me
that's
to
what
say it because I say it wrong.
no,
Posey.
no. Bozy. Oh, nice. No, I want you to look. Send me the link to them. I'll buy the same one. I don't care. I don't want. Look, the show. If the show wants to send in money for beer, okay, that's one thing. But not Bozy. They will not pay for my Bozy.
No. So, uh, uh, PERRRO, the alpha, who was in the chat earlier, I'm not sure if he's still around. I know he's busy working.
Yeah.
He sent me, a good friend of ours, sent us a link on Amazon. I think a mic that will maybe not take you to PERRRO / Preston Pish level, but will be really good. Is around, I think, $80 or something. And right now we have $50. And
Well, save it.
Toxic Happy Hour treasury is in sats. So as number go up, it's a matter of time. We got that mic for you.
But I thought Pear was like the big headphones that he had. Is that not right?
So the $80 is only the mic. I don't know about that. I guess
Mike.
that's important for your audio input, but you can use whatever you're using now as a a headset, like a speaker, but you just need the audio input. How are we doing on price? We're back at 57. We need that all-time high, man. I'm here for the all-time high. I don't know why you came.
Hey, 57 again. I wrote yesterday in a tweet that this Norwegian company that opened up this CT, they will look like trailblazers. And people are going to say, oh my God, can you imagine? They got into Bitcoin at $50,000 US. Absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. And as you said early on, the big companies haven't even started.
No one has.
Using Bitcoin yet. And
Nope.
I guess which direction it's going. They are going to start storing value. Right now, they're just spending the time to figure out how they do it.
And let me tell you something else, Anders. You'll like this. Because when those companies start coming in, you know the phrase, money talks and bullshit walks? Well, get ready. Because at that time, guess what they're going to do with the Bitcoin they buy? They may market buy it, but guess what? They're pulling off they're going to keep it. And all of a sudden, all your Coinbases of the world, Kraken of the world, Gemini of the world, guess what? We find out real quick who was keeping on their balance sheet or not. They will bankrupt exchanges. It's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, I see a lot of stats on I don't know exactly where they get it from, but there's some people creating stat lists of like what is the net movement of coins in and out of exchanges, and apparently the exchanges have less and less Bitcoin left, likely because corporations and people are buying them and putting them in cold storage. So yeah, and with less Bitcoin available for sale in the exchanges, number goes up.
Yeah, let me do a shout out to Big Sean Harris, man. Good friend of the show. Hey, if you guys are out there, you're looking for someone cool to talk to, Big Sean Harris, man. He's got some of the most insightful tweets you will find. But he just said, yeah, 1.9 trillion just got passed by the U.S. House. $1.9 trillion, man.
And let's talk about the stimmies, our stimmy checks.
Yep.
So I received stimmies, and you know,
Yeah.
that's going dollar for dollar into Bitcoin. Every single dollar, because that's how I can secure my future. I like to store it there. I don't want to buy a TV now.
Of course.
I'm renting a cheap Chinese TV here, you know, furnished. So I'd rather buy something better 10 years from now when Bitcoin is worth more.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Big Sean. Big shout out to you. Love you too, brother. Obviously. So the $1,200, and I showed you this, is around 0.17 Bitcoin when I transitioned it over, the first one in April. So just so the people know, yeah, we're almost at $10,000 on that stimulus check. If our Federal Reserve could have just printed money and bought Bitcoin, 1,200 is now 10,000. Hey, throwing it out there,
and
Janet Yellen.
You put that. I remember you told me about it. That you put it dollar for dollar, 1,200 stimmy check, the first one, into Bitcoin. That's now $10,000.
Yep. Basically.
Are you being emotionally stimulated by the $10,000 you have of Bitcoin now?
No, I'll wait till 100,000 or a million one.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But yeah. Oh, and by the way, so you were the first to really tweet that out, and then I remember some account started, and the whole focus was how much is that stimmy check worth now? But it came from you.
Fine.
You were the original well of the idea.
Hey, look, I'll give out a few things. I love to give out credit to different memes for different reasons. That one, yes. Let's go for I don't know, the one where we sit there and Bitcoin's been in a bull market for, I don't know, 12 years, 2009. That one. So yeah, those are two I'm proud of to send out there.
They're so good that that people have been taking them to heart and
let me tell you one.
Them. But let me tell you. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, Greg, fuck that guy. Fuck that guy.
Look, we love Greg. We love
No, we love Greg. Love Greg, man. Love Greg. Yeah, but he's hiding Jack Mallers in the corner somewhere. I think he's tied up with some got a little bit of duct tape, and will not be on the show until, I don't know, we got to break a certain code. But yeah, we got to have Jack Mallers on the show.
Yeah, that would be great. You know, I'd love for and I told you from the beginning, we've been making fun. We don't have sponsors and everything, but I told you from the beginning, if it's any product or service that I would recommend anyway, I'm totally up for it. That means helping. Look, you know, look, Greg Sarge, his memes are not that funny. Let's face it, but he's got a strike logo on him. We could have a strike logo on our Chucksy Cappy Hour stream.
Anders, I'm kidding. You've heard of an artist called Banksy, right? Have you heard of Banksy?
Yeah. Is that yeah, go ahead, tell me.
No, but do you know why his artwork is so valuable? It's valuable because it comes from the heart. He's not doing it for money. Greg Zaj is a meme whore. He's a meme whore who only puts his content out for money. So that's why everything I put out is for free. No watermarks, except for Labrador. Labrador can watermark it, whatever. But yeah, when you become a meme whore like that, there's no going back to a respectable wife.
You are forever branded as a a meme doing it for money. But memer. No, but I'm talking about that. Yeah, well, since Plan Marcus is in the chat, maybe he can riff that part and we can have some fun with that on Bitcoin Twitter. You giving Gazash, a hard time.
Oh, Pedro with the I steal memes. Hey,
I
you know
see
what
him. Oh,
the
yo, Yella? Yeah, yeah.
listen, the best part about Twitter is this, man. When you publish your own meme, no one else can lie, man. Timestamp, baby. That stuff is timestamped forever.
Yeah, yeah. So, but what I will say, Puppy, and because
Let's go.
I am
Yeah.
not a memer, I don't have the technical skills. So, what I've been trying to tell you from the beginning of MemeGate 1 is that I would love to give credit to whoever made that GIF or whatever, but I don't know how to. If it's funny, I will use it, and I don't mean to not give credit to someone. I just don't know how to do it, man.
Mm.
Mm.
If you don't know, then don't share it without giving credit. I don't know what else
Dude,
to say.
yeah.
Hey, look, hey, listen, if you can go onto gift.com or you can Google it, use it. If not, don't rip it from somebody else.
Oh, if you copy paste it and you know that you're taking it from, say, Puppy,
Thank
then you
you.
can say, "Hey, I
Yes.
got it from Puppy." Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Uh,
Oh,
but
I,
anyway,
where are we going?
yeah, I mean, I don't know. Should we circle back to the price action? I told you that I wouldn't. I
Yeah,
expect
let's
minimum
do it.
300,000, and in Q3, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more than 500,000. But watch where you at this now. Any new opinions on your expectations? So I mean, I know it doesn't matter. Bitcoin is going to go to $20
No,
million. It's a
no,
matter of time, in my opinion,
let,
not financial advice.
no. Let me tell you something now. We're sitting here within 1 year. There were some dark years, top of 2017. For those of you in the chat, yeah, Pubby started at the top of 2017 and rode the wave down.
That's
But here we
new.
are. Yes, well, I want to make sure that we keep the show fresh, keep it fresh moving forward. But let me tell you this, man. What the in 1 year, 4,000 to 50 what 7 now? Hey, do what you want with that information. I'm telling you, that's a good 10x. If you don't
Yeah.
think we got a, if you don't think we have a 2x before the next halving, well, that's on you.
Like, don't even say only 2x. That's only 115,000 or whatever. That's
Thank you. Yep.
that I mean, yeah. No,
I,
like, look, what is important, I think, to realize is that this bull run is significantly steeper than the 16-17 bull run, which puts us on a trajectory for
yeah.
easily 500,000. But at the same time, Bitcoin then is becoming such a big part of global money that it might be that drop that lets the glass spill over, that makes people lose the last faith in fiat currency. And we got the hyper-Bitcoinization game over, dollar collapse before April 2024. I'm just saying it. I'm just putting it out there. Dollar collapse before April 2024 is on the table.
It's at the end of the day, is how does the forum take place? How do we come into this? I guess socially acceptable, but there's not. This could be violent, man. It may be violent. The difference as everyone exits fiat for Bitcoin, this could get a bit ugly. And I never really thought about it until I saw this last year when we hit 55,000, 56,000 US.
Yeah.
We haven't even scratched the surface. That's the scary part. Get ready, man. Thankfully, we're not doing any videos where people can see our faces.
Dude, well, I mean, why is that a problem? Like, as I always
No,
say,
I don't get. No,
you're a
we're good.
Bitcoiner. I mean, first of all, unfortunately, both of us are too late to have significant holdings, but we still, I maxed my credit cards. Back to that original, what we spoke about earlier. taking loans. Yeah, I
Listen,
maxed out my credit cards to get corn.
yeah.
Because why
Oh,
not? I mean, and I gotta tell you,
balls
it's
deep,
working
man.
out so far. It's working out.
So and Anders, you hit on a great thing, man. You're balls deep in this, and I respect that, because guess what? Even at a 29% return, even at 29% return that you had to pay on interest, guess what? You're getting 200% a year. You figured it
Yeah,
out early. You're saying, well, fuck it, max out the credit cards, max out the
yeah,
goddamn credit cards, because look where I am now, bitches. Yeah,
yeah,
hey, you're large and in charge, man.
yeah. It's we yeah. I have been. I'm an all-in type of guy. I'm either, everything for me is black or white. Like, it's just the same as when when it comes to cars. My first car was so bad that I got it free and had to fix it up. My second car was a BMW 7 Series because the dot-com boom was happening, and I happened to have thrown everything I had into Yahoo. So I got myself a 13-year-old BMW 7 Series. And then .com crashed, and I became the poorest guy living in my not very great neighborhood of Copenhagen, within a mile's radius. Just finishing college, just finished college. I swear, no one within a 1 mile radius of me in Copenhagen, which is a big part of Copenhagen, it's not that big, had less money than me. I was significantly down in my net worth in very, very red numbers. So that's how I started. So, sometimes it'll kill you, financially, and sometimes it works out. And I have been paying 22% interest rate on the marginal, the highest credit card rate. But
Yeah.
going from 5,000 to here, it kind of worked out. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. Well, it worked out on the back end, but remember, to everyone listening, yeah, start
Yeah.
at the top. Look, you write it down, but I'll tell you what, yeah, look at a 10-year average, a 12-year average. You got to look at a return over multiple years. I get it.
Yeah.
Where else are you going to put your money right now? Where else are you going to put it in the stock market? Because look, the central banks are going to take care of their buddies. So put your money in the stock market. You can't miss right now. Dave Portnoy, weak cans, of course, but he did crack the code on the fact that, guess what happens? He knew early on the governments weren't going to let buddies in corporations fail. He realized that early. I don't care what stock, buy any stock you want. Buy stocks, buy land, whatever. It's all going to go up. Assets will only go up because that's the only place for central banks to put their money.
Yeah. Agreed. But as Jim Shepard is saying, don't max out credit cards. These guys are crazy. Yes, I will admit that I am crazy.
Yes.
I'm crazy about Bitcoin, and I am taking the opportunity right now to start. I started paying off on my credit cards. I have reduced my debt. Yet my credit card debt is higher than 99% of the people watching this show right now. But I am taking care of it. I am taking care of it now. I want to be responsible. I got people to think of. What is KAA? So Big Sean Harris, which is a guy everyone should follow. This guy is he's a great dude.
Yep.
What is KAA? What does that mean? Do you know, Puppy? You know English language better than me, obviously. What is KAA, dude? Tell me, man. I'm talking to you.
I wish I knew.
Okay. Big
car.
Sean Harris.
So your car. Yeah, car. I guess he's saying it's your car.
The Ford K. The Ford K. There is a Ford. Is how you say car.
Yep.
Yeah. That's right. That's how I say car.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah. All right, slang for car. So yeah, I don't own a car right now, but guess what? Oh, you remember, Puppy? I was discussing this with you back in November. There was a car on an auction website for sale, which was located near you. I was dying to buy it. Do you remember the discussions?
Yep, I do.
Mercedes AMG convertible
Yep.
13 years old, but great mint condition. But it was $18,000, and at the time Bitcoin was 12,000. So the price was 1.5 Bitcoin. I was like, no, dear car, I love you, car. But I ain't spending that amount of 30 fiat or Bitcoin. I'm not spending that amount of Bitcoin on a car. Are you kidding me? So instead, I'm renting something fun. Close to every weekend, I'm renting fun cars.
Look how much money you saved by not buying. It's absolutely amazing. You almost saved a full Bitcoin already.
I saved more than a Bitcoin. Look, I don't have a need for a car like Monday to Friday. In the weekend, I do need a car. But even when I rent I remember I rented a green car when we had the big green candles in November. That was a lot of fun. I don't know if you recall it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Look, so one thing that is very a very affordable car in US, obviously, is Ford Mustang. I had a nice screaming yellow V8 Ford Mustang in the weekend. It was good fun.
Ford Mustangs are nice, I guess. The ones from the 60s are fantastic. Hey, have you shot one yet? Ford versus Ferrari. Have you watched that movie? It's
so good.
So
Love
good, man.
Love that movie.
Yeah, that's good shit.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah, Ford versus Ferrari. That's a great movie. It's American history, and
well, it's you know what? It's also a microcosm, for good or bad, fiat currency versus Bitcoin, isn't it? Because you can get all the money, everything you need to throw at a problem to solve it. The beautiful thing about Ferrari was it was a small area, a small unit. It was a small company, like I would consider like Bitcoin, that designed it to be the best. But yeah, fiat at that point was able to overtake it by sheer volume. Sheer volume. Okay. So at the end of the day, it looks like a victory, of course. Well, most movies do, victory for America. But I think it's fantastic to show the brilliance of Ferrari was. That was the Bitcoin of cars at the time, man.
Yeah, it's that long-term time preference, the focus not on profit here and now, but on quality and passion, which is what Bitcoin is. Well, so Bitcoin Comics wants me to say, get to the chopper. Isn't that, am I saying it right? Get to the chopper? I don't know. Get to the chopper. Yeah, so Jose, my first car was way cheaper than a Ford K. Ford K. That was free. I did have to spend, like, I don't know, $400 in fixing up the broken front screen and the rusted hood of the car. It was a Nissan Micra. It was a great driver, though. It was and I had that like car that I got for free, the Nissan Micra, and I put in the biggest speakers you can probably find, that was worth 1,000,000 times more than the car, and I was listening to Daft Punk on CD and blowing out the streets of Copenhagen with Daft Punk, if you remember the original album called The Homework.
Daft Punk. Jeez, I haven't heard that one in a while.
Daft Punk, man.
Yeah. Oh, so, I'm thinking back to my original days of rap.
Oh, you're down with hip hop? Hip hop is my thing. I love it. I like the beat.
No, you like the new school stuff. I'm thinking of like Grandmaster Flash, man. I go back to
and
late
the
70s,
Furious
early
5.
80s.
Don't forget the Furious 5. Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5. White lines, baby. If you need me to remind you.
It's true, but the Furious 5 pissed me off when they wouldn't buy Bitcoin. They went into Litecoin.
You sent them your white paper, and they were like, "Nah, brah, this is too much block in that chain." Hey, I tell you what, I am running out. I'm running out here. I need to get a refill, but I'm so nervous every time I go for a refill if my my co-host Puppy will be here when I come back. Oh,
yeah.
So Puppy, Plan Marcus, whom you know very well, and he knows you very well. He just pulled you out of the closet. You do like Boyz II Men quite a bit.
Boyz II Men. Oh, you remember that one? Boyz II Men?
Yeah, I remember it.
I mean, you're probably like 6 or 7. Oh, you're like the little cubby bear.
Yeah, I was
No
born in
idea
year
about
2000.
Bitcoin.
That's why I remember 1987.
Fuck. Hey, so yeah, what are you asking, man? What are you asking right now? Let's go. Go get your drink. Go get your drink, man.
Can we? The good thing is the chat is entertaining itself because we do have the best chat in this space. Freaking legends in the chat. They don't honestly, they're not listening to what we're saying, but they are in the chat talking to each other because for some reason they chose Toxic Happy Hour as the playground. I'm gonna run for some.
Chat numbers are going up. Fucking Stefan Levon. I will never have him on the show again because he's got Sailor now. No, I'm joking, dude.
Yeah. Look. Stefan Levera was that was a guest that you think you know the people coming on the show before they come on the show, but when people come on Toxic Happy Hour, they show their true colors. Stefan Levera, that episode we have with him, is underestimated. Not that many people saw it, but dude, the energy this guy comes with, that guy is legendary, man.
Hey, what are you waiting around for? Go ahead.
Let me get that drink. Look, priorities.
I got the chat. I got the chat.
You got it. All right, you got it. Right. Wait, let me just see. I'll throw Sean Stacking, another good dude. The guy's 15 years old and still goes to high school on the East Coast. And there we have it. Hang on.
Listen, that's one thing. With Greg Foss that comes on the show, what I find fantastic about it is that, you get a boomer perspective, but Sean Stacking being 15 years old and buying Bitcoin, that kid is set up for success. That kid is ready to go.
What's up? You still there?
Oh, yes. I was just explaining to our guests that, what was interesting was Greg Foss. We had the boomer perspective, but man, Sean Stacking to be a 15-year-old in the basement of his parents' home.
Yeah,
it's also an interesting journey we should explore. We should explore this with an interview.
We should
Sean Stacking.
We should explore. We should explore. We should explore Sean Stacking's journey of, flipping burgers at McDonald's from the age of 14, living in his parents' basement, and stacking more sats. I'm sorry, Sean. We shouldn't have told everyone that you were 15 years old. But you just come across as semi-mature anyway. Anyway, so here we are. Okay, can I make a confession, Puppy?
Please.
So last time I bought something bourbon colored, I did go low end because it's partly part of the American heritage, but also it was cheaper, so I could stack more corn. So last time I went with the classic JD because I know Greggy loves his Diet Pepsi with JD. Straight out of the freezer too, though. Call me an infidel. I don't care.
Infidel. You meant purist.
Right. Look, anyone reducing costs to buy more Corn is a purist. Am I right?
I think so.
So now that everyone knows that Sean Stacken is 15 years old, let's talk about Miami, because Sean Stacken is going to travel in his parents' car. His dad is going to drive him to Miami in June 5.
I remember the first time I stole my parents' car. It was brilliant. Yeah. I got arrested at, I was down in Ocean City, New Jersey, got arrested. But please, Sean, if you can make it, let me know.
Sorry.
Let me know. No, seriously.
Can you pick him up? Can you pick up Sean Stacken? Because I think then, you know, his parents, his dad can get arrested from driving him around to all the events.
I think you saw earlier, we got our boy, man.
Huh?
Our boy Greg Foss doing paddleboard. He's going to paddleboard down from Canada. He's going to evade all laws to get down there. So, yeah, some can drive, or you just get on the paddleboard.
Yeah, you're right. And that being said, I did have a damn it, I had a point before. But what I will tell you, look, you know me, Puppy. I do once occasionally, you know, get excited and lose my train of thought. So let me first answer Cherry and Shore's movies. So I have safety fiat stash for approximately in the next like 5 to 15 days. Whatever I know is coming up of rent payments, of you know, subscriptions, whatever. Then I have that in dirty fiat. So, and then furthermore, I have a safety because I started paying off my credit cards. So I do have some buffer left on those cards. It's not my money, but I have access to it. So it's kind of my safety, dirty fiat. I am all in. I am. Look, because I don't have much. So, you know, I need to be all in, you know, to achieve that financial independence. So while we're at the topic of Miami, I cannot wait for Miami, June 4 and 5, Bitcoin Magazine Conference, Bitcoin 2021. And so I have a playlist. I'm a boomer. I was told I'm a boomer because I have a music playlist on YouTube where I have the videos running in the background. And I found an awesome remix of Will Smith, Miami. It's a remix by Matoma, and it's awesome, man. I'm in the mood for Miami. How about you, Puppy?
What will be the most fantastic part about it is you get to meet the guys that had the hard hands, man. The hard hands that held on for dear life. And that's the best part of it all. And by hard hands and all men, I mean even the ladies. I hope Katie is there. Katie the Russian.
Who's Katie?
You know. Oh, you don't know Katie?
I know Katie. She's great. Well, Katie is phenomenal, and she hates you. Hates me right now because I was making, I was pulling jokes in her name.
No, you aren't, man. No, she loves you, but I'll tell you what, man.
Promise.
Look, man. She's a fucking OG legend here now. Come on.
Yes, she is.
All right, so stop. To meet everyone in person is going to be just a bit crazy. From Jeff Booth, we got Jeff Booth coming down, Greg Foss coming down, Preston maybe coming down. We'll see.
Sean Stacken is Preston coming? I don't know, but some of the homies.
I don't know.
Sean Stacken, Plan Marcus, get yours together and make it over to Miami. Daniel Princey is coming all the way from his mansion in overlooking the French Riviera.
Oh. And no, by the way, when Princey comes over, guess what? He's buying tickets for 6, man. The wife, and four kids.
Yeah. Who else we have? I think founder of the Laser Ray until 100K Chairforce BDC, has he gone missing in action? I haven't seen him lately.
No, he's probably working, man. He's working on the next great meme. I don't know. I'll be down there.
Yeah. I absolutely hope so. Gasash, as we spoke about earlier, hopefully he'll make it. Madisal had a work meeting, and he chose to prioritize his career over Toxic Caviar. Shame on you, man.
That's good.
So Cherry has a question here. When the $100,000 party? So the question is, when is the part? The price, we're gonna hit it in April, I'm pretty sure. But when the party is gonna be, I don't know. It depends. Depends on how fast John Vallis and Michael Saylor can put it together. I told him to get ready. Like, they don't listen to me, obviously. I'm a plebe. I'm a Bitcoin plebe. But
thank you for saying plebe. And yes, I'll tell you what. I asked him. I put a tweet out about that because that's just going to happen quickly. This doesn't happen over days. Once you hit 50 and 60,000 or 60, guess what happens? Boom. You wake up the next day, it's 100,000. Get ready.
It is. Oh, what I loved about, there were so many things to love about the Greg Foss episode. You'll find it on the channel a few days back, a week or 10 days or whatever. It doesn't matter. If you want to see fire, you watch that episode. But one of the things I find interesting, because this guy knows Contango when he sees it, is that he said, no, you go to bed before 100,000, you wake up next morning, it's at 400,000. This guy knows bond markets. He knows money. He knows how smart money moves. And he basically told us that Bitcoin could do a $300,000 daily candle.
Anders. If I didn't call him out, he literally would have eaten the microphone in front of him. He knows everything about this. He's so excited. He is so excited. He would literally eat every microphone in front of him. So yeah, if anyone's looking for a job in Bitcoin, apply to Greg Foss, and be gentle with him, and set a good barrier between him and the microphone, because he gets so passionate about what he does, he will tear it down. He will tear it down.
Oh, he will.
But yes,
he will.
He's absolutely spot on, man. And he sees it.
Yeah.
He sees the future.
Yeah.
That's the best part of it, man. That's why I laugh. We piss around on Twitter, of course. We piss around because we see the end game. We saw the end game, and guess what? We bought the end game.
We did.
Fuck them all.
Look, Bitcoin is basically a Super Bowl victory that you see half a year out. You know, Bitcoin is winning Super Bowl. Buying Bitcoin now is like buying a Super Bowl victory, cents on the dollar. I'm trying to communicate to the American way of thinking. And on that note, also Marty Sal will be there in Miami. I'm very happy. Marty Sal will be spotting a mullet that I used to be working on, but my scalp needs to breathe, basically. Tiki.
Hey, let me tell you something, man. And that's what people don't realize. 55, 56, all-time highs today are nothing. Absolutely nothing, man. No one gets it yet. They don't even get that part. So we'll sit back. We'll do our funny little show, whatever. But absolutely nothing.
What I would love to hear, so BTC Moon guy early in the chat, and this guy is a Toxic Caviar legend. He was the only viewer we had the first 3 episodes, or at least appearing in the live chat. And I think he said something about he lives nearby. I think we have a Florida guy in BTC Moon Guy. BTC Moon Guy, are you going to be at the Miami conference in the beginning of June? And by the way, if anyone don't have a ticket, they want to hang out with Bitcoiners, they want to take part in one of the biggest hyper Bitcoinization parties ever, we have a link down below. We don't make anything of it. It's a 21% discount if you pay with dirty fiat currency that, by the way, has a built-in policy of losing value. So you should spend it so that the central bank owners can benefit from your hard labor. So BTC Moon Guy, are you coming? We need, are you going to be at the conference? I'd love to meet you for sure. I owe you a beer on Puppy's tap. Puppy, did I lose you? You're there, right?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So I can't believe we still have 47 viewers, but that's so. Are we going to take it off topic, or which topics have we not covered yet? Price of Bitcoin. Oh, the THH pump has not appeared today. We had 56,500, which means we are $200 lower than when we started. So I don't know, because I checked my scarf, it's armed for all-time high.
We'll always drop back a bit. That's not a problem at all.
Yeah,
you got to pull back a bit. We're literally within $1,000 or hell, $2,000 of all-time highs. So yeah, nothing there to be concerned about. We press
absolutely
on.
not.
We press on, my friend. We press on.
We press on, and we plow. No, you plow the fertile mines of tomorrow. Yeah. Is that correct?
Oh, it's true. You just, hey, look, man. The next generation is coming here. Now imagine how hard this is. Because everything's a new pill to swallow. Now imagine the ones that came in at 1,000 that realized that their friends told them at 100. Or 10,000 that told them at 1,000. 17 or 20,000 told them at 10. Guess what? Buckle up. Join in now. Because we're going to 1 million and 10 million. That's the hard part for most people to understand. That's our job now, man.
Yeah. That's our job, is to spread the word and make people understand that we're going to 10 million. And that if nothing else, you cannot be at 0% Bitcoin ownership, because then you're shorting the fastest growing asset in the history of humanity, I think. If you don't understand it, I get it, but don't be short. If you don't understand it and it's the fastest growing assets in human history, at least own 1 or 2 or 5%. Don't destroy your family's financial future by being short something you don't understand. If you don't understand it, be long. Well, that maybe it's a tough call, but I mean it.
What I'm laughing at is, moving forward, for 12 years, you've got an asset class that has outperformed everything the world experts have ever said. It's outperformed everything. And you're going to tell me now you know more than me or Satoshi? If Satoshi was still here, you know more than me? I don't have the time for you. I love that. I love that from Satoshi. I don't have the time for you. Basically told everyone to go fuck themselves. And I respected that more than anything else in the world, because he was right. Go fuck yourself. I just gave you the greatest gift in the world, besides Prometheus coming down off of Mount Olympus and giving you fucking fire. Sorry. I'm going to give you something more than fire. And this is what we're at now, man. Hey, Bitcoin is where it's at. If you don't want to buy it, that's fine. But get ready. get ready for what comes next.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the thing is, so can we even be ready? Like I remember saying this before when we crossed the 20,000. You know, for 3 years, you and I and so many others went through being below the all-time high and seeing, you know, personally me seeing my all-in going all down. You know, and I held on to it.
Yep.
And
look at you now.
But through that process, I kept saying, look, we're going to go way above it. It's just a matter of time, yada, yada, yada. But being mentally prepared for that relief of finally being back where we were in December 17th in 2017, because the top was the 17th of December 2017, at the day that CME launched their Bitcoin futures. It was hard to be emotionally prepared. We were rationally prepared, you and I, but emotionally prepared to see Bitcoin pump from 9.5, where it stayed for 2 months, till 20, now then 42, then 58. And don't make no mistakes. Right now, we are going for the next pump. We're in the next pump for the next all-time high.
Yeah. No, I don't know what to say, man. More than, yes, we weren't prepared at that time. Well, hell, I wasn't. I had no clue what I was doing, man. Yeah. I had no idea what was going on. I'll tell you this. I just grabbed on to the the roller coaster ride. Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know what else to say more than this is nothing right now. So you know what's strange? We can't get our heads around big numbers. We can't get our heads around zeros.
Yeah.
50, 500, let me finish this one. 50, I'm sorry, $5. 50, well, let's go back to 50 cents. 50 cents, $5. $50, 500. It seems quaint. It seems quaint in a way. All the zeros you had. People had no idea the number of zeros that are going to be added to a true store value. A true store value that you can put zeros on the end of, and that is a true store of what you lived for in life. This is what you worked for in life, and no one can get their head around it yet. Okay, I'm out. Yeah.
No, but you better not be out. You're right.
No, out.
It's zeros, and this is. I remember someone saying, I don't know if it was Jeff Booth. All right, let's just touch upon Jeff Booth. You know, I have such a huge love.
You love him.
I love Jeff Booth. Oh, and I'll bring out what people call my coaster. Price of tomorrow. I should tidy up my place.
Guess what? Don't we all have them all?
Dude, we got to screenshot that and send it to Jeff. So I chatted with my boy Jeff Booth yesterday, because that's what I do. And he said once his liver recovered, he'd be happy to come back on in April. And I can't wait, man. I love that guy. I'm looking forward to have another chat with
Wait,
this
did you
guy,
see that guy
that I look up to so much. Sorry, what?
No, look, man. You know what's interesting? And when we started talking, you and I never realized what's the commonality. What were the things that you and we found fascinating about Bitcoin? But it's been macroeconomics all the way, the way. And so I knew nothing about macroeconomics. I knew nothing about hell. Let's just go full circle with Austrian economics, everything else. But I thought it was yeah, Jeff Booth, Pierre Richard, Preston Pish, the ones that Andy Estrom, these guys that have come on the show, those are my favorite shows. Well, until we get that firebrand, the fucking firebrand called Greg Foss. Jesus, that guy is just amazing, and everyone should.
Yeah, and
But you see my point, man. These are great people with great views.
Yeah, yeah. So let's go through. So I've been thinking about tweeting out the people that I found most visionary the last 12 months. That because not only were they visionary, they pushed the envelope on new thinking that was very valuable in the Bitcoin space. And let me throw out a couple of mine. So I have a incoming call from Virginia that says scam likely. So that's going to be rejected. Call me back later. So
yes, I changed scam likely.
So the people that I found that have have been most visionary the last 12 months. I hate doing lists because you often forget someone, but I will say, of course, Jeff Booth. And why? Because he has explained, all of us think that deflation is great. We know it's good. The value of our savings go up instead of being destroyed by the evil central bankers. But also he has, really gotten into the why, the how, and how good it's going to be. And that's phenomenal. So Jeff Booth is up there. Preston Pish, that you first really drew my attention to and said, Anders, this guy is amazing. And I'm like, yeah, I agree with everything. But then he really started pushing the envelope of on thinking about the train of thought and the thinking on the interest rate, the contango meaning future prices higher than current prices, which means there's a relatively risk-free cash and carry, which means you buy one Bitcoin today at 50, you sell it in a future for 72 or whatever. You have a relatively risk-free return on investment, about 20%. And that, how money will seek profit, and you have a bond market at zero negative return that's going to find its way to the contango of Bitcoin, which will create the SAT squeeze. So there's Preston Pish. Andy Edstrom for saying that it's a matter of time before MicroStrategy, the first corporation to go all in balls deep on Bitcoin as a treasury asset, a way of storing value on the balance sheet, saying that they could actually do convertible bonds. So Andy Edstrom, love that guy. We had him on in January, I think. And then, of course, I'm gonna mention Giga Chat Michael Saylor from actually buying $2 billion worth of Bitcoin, partly through cash, partly through an attack on dirty fiat. Me using my credit card, Michael Saylor using convertible bonds, taking on fiat debt to buy Bitcoin and making a killing in the process. So and the fact that he has spent so much time trying to educate other companies doing the same. So those are right now. Who am I missing? So those are my 4 top visionary plebs of the last 12 months. Who am I missing?
Listen. I want Lynn Alden and Luke Grumman. I want them both on there one day.
So who?
Lynn and Luke are the other macros.
Lynn Alton. Can't wait to have her on. We gotta have Lynn Alton on that caviar.
And Luke Grumman. Grumman. Yep.
Here's a good one. Jack Mollers, obviously. So I think the only reason I didn't mention Jack Mollers is because Greg Sarge's memes catching my attention. And when Greg Sarge's memes are not catching my attention, it obviously means I don't see that cute little strike paid logo.
Greg has to up his meme game. And look, at the end of the day, I have to agree with Jack Mallers. I mean, fuck, I'm paying you good money. I want to see some results.
Yeah.
So, so if I'm Greg on the side, I'm thinking, fuck, I have not been delivering. Time for me to promote the cause.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, by the way, as the chat mentioned, I absolutely forgot to put Pubby on the list of most visionary peeps
Yeah, thanks.
the last 12 months.
Got it.
Pubby called it. Pubby called it. Pubby called it all-time high. Oh, Elizabeth Stark, of course, she's working stealth, working on the absolutely unlimited capacity instant transaction lightning network, which is I think Restream is broken. It's showing 50 viewers. There's no way we could have gone up in viewers the way we go trading side views here in our talks. But
we're good.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. Yeah, booths booked through MPO. So good peep right there, a plebe from eToro. Am I right, MPO? Thanks for coming to Toxic Happy Hour and hanging out.
That's what we do.
Oh, by the way, so this is probably going to throw some people off. Oh, Matt Odell, when Oracle announcement. So on eToro, I gotta tell you, I don't know where these viewers come, the users come from, but on eToro I crossed, I think, 143,000 followers, which is, dude. All I can say is that the normal investment community is bigger than Bitcoin Twitter. It's becoming clear to me that Bitcoin Twitter is a we all know each other. It's a cute little sauna club.
We are. What else you want me to say? Yes, we are. But guess what? This cute little sauna club is going to outperform everyone else.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Bitcoin Twitter, you are finding the chats of tomorrow. Am I right? Look, I gotta tell you,
you're absolutely right, man.
During this COVID, whatever, Bitcoin Twitter has become my social life. It's quite sad, to be honest. But Bitcoin Twitter is, I have a lot of fun hanging out on Bitcoin Twitter, I gotta tell you. So, I see the numbers on Restream stock at 50 versus, there's got to be something absolutely wrong. But hey,
what's the price, man? What's the price now? I haven't even checked. We good?
Oh my God, we are down to 56,300, and I remember yesterday we were at 55, so 54. So obviously, we have an absolute problem here. Yeah, Twitter and Clubhouse. So, Clubhouse didn't come to Android yet. My phone is almost 4 years old, and I'm not buying a new one until I have to, because I can buy SAT.
Oh, that's so true. What is this now? 55? What a great return on investment in Bitcoin.
Yeah. I want to raise my glass to Bitcoin Comics, who has smashed market board twice during the Toxic Happy Hour. That's why we're here, Pubby. Let's face it, we're here to pump our bags. We're here to pump our bags and see if we can increase the purchasing power of our savings. Am I right? Cheers. Oh, it's almost empty. I got to fill up another one.
No, cheer up, man. But I'll tell you what, it's not about pumping bags more than we know where it's going. You just buy and buy and buy some more. It's over. The game is over. The rest don't know it yet. The rest of the world doesn't know it yet. The game is over.
Well said. Well said. Couldn't agree more. Look, as in Michael said, Bitcoin already won. The price of Bitcoin is just watching how far of the world population have realized it. It's done. We won. Yeah, that's right. John Stack is 15 years
over,
old,
man.
coming out of his.
Yep. No, I laugh because there's a movie called Searching for Bobby Fischer, and it's hard sometimes to do a good meme that you want to do, that should be done, but you have to do. And I'll tell you this one kid is ready to just give out the I don't know, he's thanking his opponent for trying, but he lost. And he tried to give him the most intelligent way out. And I thought it was so cool in the movie. He extends a hand. He extends a hand across the table and says, "You lost. You just don't know it yet." And I thought it was such a brilliant thing. You lost. You just don't know it yet. I thought that was such a cool way for him to admit, yeah, welcome to Bitcoin. I'll show you later, man. I'll share it. I'll share it later.
What's the movie's name? I gotta be honest with you. I'm slightly losing track of the topic, but
searching for Bobby Fischer.
Oh, should I watch it?
Yes, you should watch it.
Because there's also that Queen's Gambit. You like chess. You are a chess. You're a little bit like a incognito grandmaster. Am I right?
I don't know about all that, but yes.
You plow the fields of the 64 squares. Is it 64?
I'm the farmer that knows there's 64 acres.
Yeah.
On chessboard. Go ahead.
I look forward to you beating me in chess in Miami. And talking of Miami, guys in the chat, guys and girls, the 49 guys and one girl / maybe you're not a girl. I don't know. Usually we don't have girls watching Toxic Happy Hour. Who's coming to Miami? Like, come on, guys. We have a link down below. We don't make money on it, but get your general admission ticket. Get your after party ticket. Don't get the whale pass. The whale pass is too expensive. It's unnecessary. Poppy, you and I will have a pre-party during the whale night. Am I right? And the people who bought the whale pass for $2,000 will dump the whale night and enter the pre-party. Am I right? Are you with me?
I think. Oh, no, I'm with you, man. We have. I'm trying to think of. Let's see. Maybe it is BTC session. Maybe it's.
So. I'm thinking.
I'm trying to think of the people that want to go there.
Look, BTC sessions. Yeah. Is it public knowledge, or am I blowing the cover of BTC sessions wanting to do a karaoke? Should I not have mentioned that, or is that secret?
No, you probably shouldn't have done that, but I understand why.
Yeah, you know me. Let me. I don't know if. Let me just send a. He's busy doing a million videos in Toronto. But let me just send a green room link to our one and only BTC sessions to see if he can tell us about what's going on with the plans for karaoke. I'm running through my DMs here. Come on, where are you? Talk to me, Poppy. Talk to me.
Oh, it's even better. Yeah. Jeff Booth is coming down. Greg Foss is coming down. The Canadians are going to have the American invasion. It'll be fantastic to see how it works.
Yeah. So what's your feelings? You're an American. What's your feelings on Canada?
Love Canada, man. They're a cute little country that we protect. It's sweet. Now, hey, listen, with Greg Foss, with Jeff Boot, it's by a power play. I'll tell you what, man. The Canadians bring some strong heat when it comes to Bitcoin. Those guys know it. They get
Dude,
it.
as someone said recently, the percentage of Canadians that are hardcore Bitcoin, educators, content creators, believers, is quite high. So they have that going for them.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, I send a link to BTC Sessions. As I said, he's probably really, really busy, creating content that millions of people watch. But I told him we'd love to hear about the plans for karaoke. I need to know where we need to show up, when. Not sure why, because I can't sing at all. But I'm willing to embarrass myself and take one for the team. It's who I am. I'm a team player. BTC Moon Guy said, yeah, it's a Puppy's Gambit. And MG Smith for 21% discount is the best you'll find, by the way. Yes, we gave up any affiliate commission, and the code is Toxic21. Am I losing you, Puppy, or are you still with me, mate?
No, still here, but I have to finish up. Have to pass on to a next level work here. Need you to take over, man.
Me taking over? No, I think we're good. I think I will go and sit in my couch and consider the amount of JD that went down, and then go to find out what food to order. Are you leaving?
Beautiful.
You gotta go?
Yeah.
Or?
Yeah, I got to tap out here, man.
All right. You got it. You got it.
Love you, brother.
Puppy, I see you in what last question? Last question. This is important.
Go ahead.
How are you gonna get from where you live to Miami? How are you gonna get there?
Well, I want to put the beautiful GIF, whatever on there. I'm thinking of a Cadillac open air.
Oh, convertible.
Yeah. Convertible, baby. Yep.
Yeah. Dude, I love convertibles. Absolutely. All right, Puppy, thank you for making it. I thought I was going to be on my own. Thank you for making it, because Toxic Happy Hour ain't Toxic Happy Hour without my man, my boy, Puppy. The Pup Lord. Yeah. All right. Have a good one. See you. When are we going again? When are we going? Can you say that, or when are we going?
Oh no, I'm going skiing for the next week. So yeah, I'm out for a while. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. There we have it. Puppy is leaving USA to go skiing via his private jet in the Swiss Alps. I appreciate it. Thank you. I love you. So I will try and pump out some individual content next week, and think about you skiing the slopes at the Fertile Mines.
Do it.
All right. Love you, brother.
Ciao, bella.
Ciao, bella. Bello. All right. I guess we are exiting right here. It's not scamming, because there was being said goodbye. Thank you, everyone. Do you guys have anything on the yes, BTC Moon Guy. Oh, sorry. Mighty Sal. Puppy will be jetting from Tampa to Miami, maybe. Who's let's see, any yep, fly puppy jet later, gents. All right, thank you everyone for watching. And yeah, it was fun. I will go and try and order some food, and which basically is going to mean breakfast. Puppy, can I put you? I see you're still there. You're still there. What's going on, man? I'll throw you out. I'll throw you out. See you. Bye. All right. I just absolutely doxed the puppy's cabinet, or closet, but he was still there, and you know. All right, a genuine question. I haven't read it yet before putting it on screen, so this is danger zone. I have a genuine question. Will Anders put this question? There you go. There you go. Labra Cadabra from Southern America. I'm allowed to say that. You've been doxxed. You live amongst 500 million other people. You're right. I put it on the screen. What's going on? Marty, Sal, all of you, Lapra, Big, Little Sean Harris. You know, thanks for hanging out with us. We enjoy it. And yeah, I guess that's it. When will we go again? I don't know. Thursday. Oh, so on Friday, I'm on Adam Meister's show on YouTube. I do have an appointment, so I have to run at like 50 minutes. But hopefully, we can spill the moon juice in 50 minutes. So Adam Meister's show, he always has great panels on Friday, except when he has me on, obviously. So that's going to be Friday on Adam Meister. What else we got? Me, Sean Stacken. You say at me. Are you ready to go live, Mr. 15-year-old high schooler? Oh, or is it 10 minutes to Orgo's announcement? Maris Al, Sean Stacken. Are you willing to join Toxic Happy Hour after party? Let's just call it an after party. I know that's what draws in your guys. Oh, you just want to play chess. All right. I don't know what else to say except that I'm disappointed that the price actually is lower now. I guess you guys forgot not to sell anything. You guys forgot to smash buy. I personally did not smash buy because I'm DCAing on a daily basis. No shot, I'm going live. Sean Stacken does not want to disclose his parents' basements. I get it, but look, dude, just wear the McDonald's outfit. You're flipping burgers, you're earning sats. There's no shame in that. We respect you, we love you, and I guess I should. I guess I should tap. This is now that I should tap out. So yeah. On that note, I want to give the usual warning in the outro, which is, all right, if it's only because you're busy, we can get you on another time. Sean Stacken, I know you're reading some of those financial books next to your McDonald's job, and we'd love to hear your opinion. So do not store more value in fiat currency that you can afford to lose. It is a built-in policy that central bankers want to steal the value of your fiat, dirty fiat savings. So be careful not wasting away your savings on dirty fiat, because it's going down. And people say that Bitcoin is volatile. Well, as Michael Saylor says, yes, it's volatile to the upside. What do you prefer? You prefer dirty fiat that is stably losing value every year? Come on, right? Come on. On that note, careful with that dirty fiat. Thank you for watching, guys. We love you, and I better call it quits now before this gets too emotional. See you in the next one. Don't know when, but Adam Meister on Friday. Go subscribe to his channel. The guy's a good dude. See you.